Hey there, it's John Seifert coming at you on day 35, I believe, of my 39-day video challenge. Only 4 days left, and I'm back in front of the whiteboard here, and I wanted to share something with you that I just posted. I'm actually going to post on my blog, just wrote, but I wanted to share this with you. This came up in the last Rich Dad event that I went to, and it really kind of brings together some of the concepts that I've talked about throughout this challenge. And it brings it together in the concept of, or the idea of, how to become a better leader. And you hear that all the time about, leaders in the internet marketing industry, and leaders in politics, and leaders in business. But what I wanted to give you were a few little exercises that you can do, one in particular, that will catapult your skills as a leader forward. And so I wanted to go through those with you right now. I learned these at the last Rich Dad event, like I said. But the first exercise that you can do is look at your role models. Look at the people that have been role models in your life. Who has had an impact on you from a leadership standpoint? Who have you looked at as a great leader? Could be somebody that you know. Could be somebody that you don't know. Just have read about or heard of or seen on video or in movies. Maybe it's George S. Patton or somebody like that. But look at your role models in terms of leadership and write down all the qualities that you admire about them in terms of being a leader. Then go try to work on those particular attributes or those qualities for yourself. And it's a great way to really flush out what's in your mind, and because you're doing it anyway. You're looking at those people and going, you know what, I really admire that person as leader. I really admire that person because of the business that they've been able to build, or the issues that they are passionate about. Whatever it is, write down those things and try to work on those things yourself. The second step is to look at the BI triangle, and I'll try to put that on the video here. If not, I'll put it in the description over here, a link to the BI triangle if you haven't seen it yet. But what it is Robert Kiyosaki at the Rich Dad Company put together the BI triangle to quantify 8 different integrities, he says, or 8 different qualities that every business has, whether you know about them or not. And it's very intricate, but basically what you should do is, or an exercise that you can do is look at the triangle and look at what qualities you have and what qualities you don't have. And then go try to either bring people onto your team, and we'll talk about team here in a second, that have those qualities, or develop those qualities in yourself. So it's basically looking at it from a business standpoint, overall business. What qualities do you have, what skills do you have, and what skills do you need? And kind of taking an inventory or an assessment, an accounting of what you have and what you need. That brings us to your team. Your team is very important. I've talked about this before. Robert says if you're the smartest person on your team, then your team's in trouble. So go find people that are smarter than you. Take an assessment of who your team is. Who's on your team? Who do you need on your team? Do you need a banker? Do you need an accountant? Do you need an attorney? Do you need somebody who can run a good business and you just be the visionary? Do you need somebody who's good at Google pay-per-click? Do you need somebody who is good at copywriting? Somebody who's good at SEO? All of those things in your particular business, take an assessment of who your team members are and who you need to bring on to your team so that you can round out your team. Next, practice. This is the one that I mentioned that I think that you should really focus on. Now, what I mean by practice is, what Robert says, is to get up in front of at least 5 people 2 or 3 times a week. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean live in front of somebody. It could be in front of a video. Now, I know I get hundreds of views on these videos, so technically, I'm doing that 7 days a week for the last 35 days at least, and it takes practice to be able to do this. A lot of you may be sitting out there going, there's no way I could ever be on video. Practice. Get on video. Practice being yourself. Practice teaching somebody something that you know, or teaching somebody something that you want to learn. Just practice being in front of people, and in front of live people as much as you possibly can, something I definitely need to work on. So practice. The other thing is during that practice or after that practice, throughout that time that you're practicing, ask for feedback. Ask for honest feedback, not the happy camp goody two-shoes feedback. You did great. ask for real feedback. Like my video a couple of days ago, your video sucked. Kim told me, my wife, your video sucked. That's real feedback. That's the type of feedback that I want. Even though it's tough to hear and it may be tough to digest, when she says it, I may get really mad and storm out of here, but that's the kind of feedback that I want, because what happened? My videos got better after I got that feedback. I got better. So seek feedback, act on that feedback. And I guarantee if you walk through all of these things and you actually practice them, you actually do them, I guarantee that your leadership skills will skyrocket. So some practical things here that you can work on to become a better leader. And it's very simple things. It doesn't cost you any money. It costs you barely any time. But it's something that can really catapult you forward as a leader in whatever kind of industry or realm or business you're in. So I encourage you to do these things and report back to me. Comment on this video. Let me know how you do with these and how you improve as a leader, because I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear if these things are actually valuable to you. So that's it for day 35, and we'll see you on day 36. Again, just 4 more days left, coming up to the end, the December 31st, New Year's Eve, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care.